Rahim. Assalamu alaikum. This is Miss Anila Javed, and I will teach you general methods of teaching in this course in this semester. We will discuss different things in this course like concepts of teaching, planning, feature, principles of teaching, and different methods. Let's start the lecture. I will start my lecture with the quotation of Albert Einstein: "The supreme art of teaching is to awaken joy in creative expression and knowledge." Concept of teaching. Concept of teaching. Teaching means to identify people needs, experiences, and feelings to enable them to learn specific skills, techniques, and knowledge to spend a balanced and successful life. In the other concept of teaching, teaching is a two-way process in which a person, like teacher, transfers knowledge, skills, and theoretical concepts to the students. There are some other concepts of teaching. The first one is teaching is a process or a procedure in which a teacher motivates students to learn new things, which should be done in a manner that is relevant and meaningful to the student's condition. In the second concept, it is about carrying a teacher's skills, passion, and conveying that passion to everyone, especially to the students. In the third concept, good teaching is also about bridging the gap between theory and practice. And the last but the most important concept of teaching is to instruct or train someone or the profession of someone who teaches. To be a teacher implies one has completed some type of formal training. Formal training means or short-term training or long-term training or during the service or refresher courses. A teacher should have specialized knowledge regarding his or her subject. A teacher should also have the certification or a degree or approval from the institution and adheres to a set of standards of performance. Next, there are two concepts of teaching: a traditional one and the modern one. First of all, I would like to explain the traditional concept. In the traditional concept, you know very well, there is a teacher using typical one or two methods like lecture method or a textbook method or a monitorial method. In the monitorial method, there is a brilliant or bright student who reads from the textbook while the other students silently follow him in the textbooks. But in the modern concept, teaching is the process where all salient and significant elements of education, like teacher, learner, curriculum, objectives, and other variables uh, you have to control during the teaching learning process, like students' hunger, sickness, weather, noisy classes, uh, in a systematic and psychological way to gain some predetermined goals. There are uh, two theories like a constructivist and the instructivist. According to the constructivist, that student-centered and learning-based teaching uh, environment or style is more effective rather than the direct teaching. But in the instructivist theory, according to them, a teacher-centered or a direct instruction is extremely effective. In the last, I would like to share with you the major components that makes the teaching effective. According to the Rosenshine, he identified that these components of teaching that appear to be associated most clearly with positive academic achievement in students in students. The first one is daily review. Daily review helps teacher as well as students to have checked their performances. A teacher should practice new learning material, should present, sorry, should present new learning material in a very interesting way with using suitable teaching methods in the classroom so it becomes easy for the students to understand new concepts. And the third point, guided practice by students. Students should practice under the guidance of the teacher because guided practice helps students to identify their mistakes. And the fourth point, quick correction or immediate correction and feedback from teacher. Quick feedback helps students to recognize their weak areas in the learning process. Fifth point is independent practice. Independent practice helps students to gain confidence in themselves. And the last but not the least, weekly and the monthly reviews not only helps teacher to check his or her teaching quality but also keeps students updated about their learning performances. That's it. uh, इसके साथ ही हमारा लेक्चर ख़त्म होता है. If you have any question regarding the topic concept of teaching, you can ask freely in the group. Stay happy and safe at your home. Allah Hafiz.